I thought you exposed me.
Say subsy noodles.
So,
Demons.
demons. So, subsy doodles. You happy
Please
now?
don't.
Please. You're the one who was telling me to do it in the beginning because it's on brand.
Well, you know what? It's not on brand anymore. Can you stop?
Okay, we're here.
And we're queer, but we're not.
We are, though.
Speak for yourself.
Cooper, you made it sound like you're queer.
No, saying that you are. Because I'm not. Okay, alright, whatever.
We've been hyping this up. It's personal story.
We have not been
Number
hyping this up
2.
at all. Have we?
Yes, we have. We've literally talked about it like every episode.
We talk.
Oh.
Have you realized that in the intros we talk about stupid shit and no one fucking cares?
Nobody cares.
Yeah, we talk about
No one right now. We're talking about dumb stuff that doesn't matter.
Well, actually,
like your life.
you talk. Whoa, okay.
so.
A lot of
mean.
negative energy in this room right now. We need to calm
That's
down.
why the demons are here, and they are queer.
The demons are queer.
Episode 10. I'm not mistaken on that, right?
You
Yes,
can
this
we,
is episode
can
10.
we get
I'm back.
those director things that it's like,
Like the,
episode
like,
10?
Take.
Wait, yeah, the tape sign.
And like
Take
how
two.
Mr. Like
Okay.
how Mr.
Okay.
Health
I-
Teacher.
It's
You know-
episode 10. Personal stories number 2. It's me, Cooper. I'm back.
Wow.
That was a sexy line.
No, shut up.
Oh, so sultry.
So silky.
It's taking you guys.
shut
It's
up.
taking you guys months to get through 5 episodes when you're supposed to do 1 a month, right?
One a week.
1 a week. So why is it taking months to get through 5?
Because we don't know what commitment is.
Because we had drama.
Because
Okay.
we use
And we had other drama.
Okay.
Repeated. Oh yeah,
that doesn't bear repeating because it
this
doesn't matter.
this podcast is gonna be haunted by the
By the ghost of sin.
ghost of not committing.
By the ghost.
Oh, are we allowed? We're not allowed to speak it by name. Wait,
Like
no.
Voldemort.
Speak it by
Yeah,
name.
it's a name.
By Voldemort, we can't speak about it.
He
Um,
who shall
they-
not be named.
Yeah.
It's a he now.
Oh,
Okay.
that's Voldy. Voldy baby.
Voldy has a moldy
You
nose.
said Voldy baby. There's something you're not telling me.
Hey, Voldy babies. I mean,
That whole novelist look is really going.
he's got it
Someplace.
popping. Popping.
Wait, how would you do? How would you? How would
Snort
you?
coke.
Yeah.
So why do you care?
You snort it in his earlobe.
Sweetie,
That's
if you're
not how
if
it
you're
works.
snorting through your earlobe,
There's something seriously wrong.
Okay. We're talking about personal stories.
I don't really have any.
Well, yeah, because your life's boring. Just kidding.
I just thought of one 10 minutes ago.
I thought.
Well, remember, it is the
the
actual word.
I have one from my mother. I should have watched our last personal stories because I said I was gonna say a whole bunch of stuff. but I
Yeah,
completely
yeah.
I said I
forgot.
might have stuff, but
I
my life
for-
isn't that interesting.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
I don't even
And now
remember
I
what you
d-
did say. I just remember
I
you
said
talking.
I said legit all of
You
mine.
guys remember my creepy story?
Yeah,
no,
Yeah.
in the blanket,
Mm-hmm. That.
in the nightlight.
Okay. Okay.
Don't
And the
whisper.
darker the night.
Evil will find her. Ooh, wow.
I hope it finds her and slits her fucking throat.
I know
Whoa.
my background's a puppy. Okay,
Jesus.
so
Jesus, take the fucking.
I'm not
wheel.
trying to. impress
Haley's
anyone.
hoeing it off. Okay, we're gonna. Who wants to start?
I don't have anything.
Well, obviously, because you're a whore. Just kidding.
Oh, I have one that's
Don't
5
touch
seconds.
me.
I'm gonna go home. I'm not.
Who
sleeping
started
over
last
tonight.
time? Was it me that said mine first?
No, it was me that started last
I have
time.
one that's 5 seconds.
We'll say it then.
So you know me and Haley's grandmother, our mother's mom.
I don't know her. I've
But
never
you,
met her.
but you know
Kathleen.
of her.
I've never
Time's
met
up.
Kathleen.
But you know of her.
I thought you have.
No, I've
No,
never-
you know of her.
Yeah.
So
That-
she did a séance.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Seances
Do you
are
want to
weird.
know? Do you want to know the one cool thing that happened during it?
What?
A candle went out. That's it.
That's probably,
Probably
like,
because, that happens. Wax or breath.
I know that's probably
Yeah,
be
'cause
what
they were
happened if
in-
we
Okay,
if we
so
did
do you
anything
know
like
there's
that.
this street in Cape Elizabeth where there's
I've
this
ne-
old
I-
abandoned mansion place shit, and they went in the
Mhm.
attic.
I'm
and did
pretty
that.
sure it's like a girls' home now for
Yeah.
I never
Crazy
I
bitches.
never leave.
messed up teens.
I never
Yeah.
leave where we live. I'm not gonna say
I
where
ran
we
through
live.
Cape Elizabeth. in the beach to
Yeah, I
Beacon.
remember that.
Oh, I love Cape Elizabeth. The
I
houses
don't.
are so nice. There's a house that literally looks like the exact one from Twilight there.
Oh god. Okay, we're talking about
His
Twilight.
house-
You know we're
his
off
house-
track.
His house is legitimately the murder house from American Horror Story.
My house is
season 1.
117 years old.
And it was owned by a dentist who might have done.
Shook.
No, he
We should
didn't work there.
Did.
Dentist did not work. He might have. Well, I don't.
He
think
might have done abortions there.
Yeah.
I doubt that there was abortions in my goddamn house.
I
I mean, there's a
What if
lot of
there-
weird
what if
rooms in the
there's a-
basement, but
What if there's just a bunch of ghosts of fetuses in your house?
Ghost.
fetus deletus. Harry, stop using your wizard powers on the school campus for abortions. That's not what they're for, Harry. Fetus deletus.
Fucking
That's true love right there.
fetus deletus.
No.
Can we use fetus deletus later in life?
Yeah, probably. Harry, I'm pregnant. Fetus deletus.
Like teenage deletus?
I'm gonna. If me and him stay together and like we're older and
Who
I'm
wants
pregnant.
to hear about my scary story? Danny.
Great segue.
Who wants to hear about?
Do you-
my-
what's
wants to
the
hear
scary
about-
story about Danny?
Yeah, she's pregnant. That's a scary story.
I'm not
What?
pregnant
Whoa.
though.
No, I'm saying if she was.
Yeah, that'd be pretty scary considering that.
You have a dick?
No.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm a man.
I mean, we all know
Now that that's out of the way. With your knee.
We need a new setup.
Yeah.
I mean, we
This,
can have a
sitting,
table.
we're sitting on the floor.
Okay.
Okay,
And
this is nice.
Creepy.
Ambience?
Ambiance.
Same thing.
Ambiance.
Like, ambionic rain. That's not
Love
even a
you
word.
so.
okay.
Okay, Cooper. Go.
What if you're about to have sex with someone and then they look at their dick
So
and they say
this
like
was
"Are you
a
so-"
few
and then
years ago.
boing.
A few years ago. All right,
Guys,
guys, listen. I'm 8. When this happened, okay?
Mate, I didn't know you were 8.
Listen, I'm 16. Shut up.
you're gonna say I'm about to kill all of you.
And that's the end of the podcast.
Don't look at me like that.
This is back when I was 8, so it's 2009, and I used to live in Harrison, in Maine, if everyone knows what that is. Coming back from Otis Field, and we're going towards the town. It's next to Shawnee Peak. People ski there and snowboard, but we're going towards Shawnee Peak, and we're in this open clearing. It's a really long stretch of road with like fields on the side, either side. So I'm not mimicking my motions, you dickhead. But it's there's that. It's a long stretch of road, clearings on both of our sides with a farmhouse to the left. But that's only for a couple hundred feet, and then there's trees for forever. And my mother and I are in our old car, and we're driving, and we are midway through the clearing, which it's about half a mile, and we're looking up. My mom's on the phone with my dad, and she looks up and she sees these 3 lights, and they're like all little triangles that are glowing, and they're on the corners of a bigger triangle, but you can't see it. You just see the little ones. So it's it's to our right, by the way, and it's a good distance in the sky, but it's not too close. But it's tiny little triangles, and they're lit up, and the 3 little ones make the shape of a bigger one, but they're not connected. And it's going over, and my mom, it's completely silent. It looks like an aircraft, but it's completely silent.
He says, grabbing my arm.
It's because you're making dick signs over there. But it's
We're calling the Illuminati.
okay, but it's completely silent, and generally if there's an airplane or helicopter, there's no other cars on the road. It's late at night, and it's not windy or anything. It's early fall, so which is weird for it not to be windy then. But you can, if you have the windows down, you'd think you'd be able to hear like a plane jetting over you, right?
Mhm.
Or anything, but there was no sound. And then it crosses over the road, almost directly over the car. We're still in the clearing, almost towards the end of it. Oh Lord Jesus Christ! But not in that voice. But
I can
she,
so hear your mom say it though.
like
in that
she said, "Oh
voice.
Lord Jesus," and then she just rolls up the window, puts the phone down, and then just speeds up, and then keeps going.
Paranormal Activity. It's probably out in the living room. I haven't brought it back here. Yeah, that was a paranormal visit from my mother beyond the grave.
Wow,
You
I
can just
didn't-
cut that out.
I didn't know your mom was dead.
Shit.
Whoa.
But yeah, that
What
happened.
if we're all dead?
We're not dead.
Wait,
I hope not.
wait, my mother's gonna be a great segue into my story, because my story's about Mom.
Praise Jesus.
My
for your
mother. Okay, so my mother works in this nursing home, where she used to be a housekeeper, but now she's the environmental director of services.
Ooh.
And so
Love that sweet.
she has to work under this, like, she basically works with this woman, but this woman is insufferable. She's very rude. She's very mean.
And she just watches this video and inspires your mom.
Well, no, like, my mom likes her, but she just wishes she was nicer. Because,
Was more polite.
yeah, because she doesn't even say hello and stuff. Well, like, that's common courtesy. Like,
Yeah.
my dad says how he demands everyone in his kitchen to say hello to each other when they walk in. Because it's polite to
Yeah,
say
You
hello.
need good chemistry, and if you're angry in a kitchen, things don't work out right.
Even if you're working in a nursing home.
If you're working in a nursing home, the energy is all like I've been all around that stuff. It's not good.
So basically, they work in this nursing home, and it's called the Gorham House, and it's this really,
It's
like,
really nice.
it's this
Yeah.
really big building, and it's 3 floors. Like, on the top floor is just normal elderly living, like, no assistance needed. The second floor is
Assisted living.
yeah, assisted living, where you have assistants and CNAs who go in and check on you and do things with you and do things for you. And then the third floor is
You mean the first?
no, the
Can
first
I make
floor.
a comment real quick?
Sure.
So, and that's why we drink recorded with Wine and Crime podcast, if you wanted to know.
So, the first floor is a showroom, a preschool like / daycare thing for some of the people who work there to have their kids go there while they're at work. And then the like very much like we are dying living.
Like, need help with everything.
Yeah, so I have 2 different things I'm gonna say here. First, I'm gonna talk about my mother's boss. I think her name's Michelle, just to call her out, because I'm gonna call her Michelle this whole time. Even if that's not her name, I'm gonna call her Michelle.
Obama?
No, it's not Michelle Obama.
It would be lit if your
So-
mom worked for Michelle Obama.
Yeah, that's okay, Cooper. So basically, she's like the big boss there.
Big bitch.
Like the person who oversees a lot of like the
Vamps.
CNAs and a lot of like everything. So there was this old couple where it was the woman lived in the assisted living, but the man lived in a different house, but he couldn't live there with her because A, he didn't have the money, and B, he couldn't have her with him because he didn't know how to take care of her properly. And so he had this thing where he'd kind of go around grabbing some of the housekeepers' butts or some of the older like women's butts and like flirting with them a lot.
And be very
like
curvy.
just flaps for the old people.
Well, he was
Hey.
basically just very pervy.
Some babies got back, right?
Some babies, you mean old people?
So basically Michelle had to call the police on him one time. Like, she told him repeatedly to stop, and then one time she called the police on him. And I believe my mother said it was that night. He calls Michelle.
But wasn't it on her voicemail? Like she didn't
Yeah, it was on her
answer?
voicemail. She didn't answer it. But she goes to check her voicemail that night, and she sees a thing from him. And so she checks the voicemail, and it says, "Take care of my wife." And then he blows his brains out
On the phone with her.
on the phone with her.
Shit.
And she
Yeah.
couldn't answer. It was over a voicemail, too. So she couldn't do anything. And it was like an hour ago.
After?
Yeah.
How did this dude get a gun? And
He's an old man.
He probably had it.
He
I know.
probably had one.
they shouldn't be allowed to have guns in the house.
Well, he probably...
I support gun owning
He
and rights,
probably
but like,
had
hot
one, like,
damn.
already. But he blew his brains out.
Do you know what type of gun it was?
No.
Probably a
I
little
only
revolver.
know what Mom told me in the car.
Probably a tiny
Well,
little
yeah.
revolver or some kind of small semi-automatic carrying out. But you know.
Yeah, something small. I'm not assuming it's something
Unless
like...
he went full badass and it was like double barrel shotgun.
Yeah, no, it's just straight up
Yeah.
Colt 45.
Like, nope.
But
You know, if you're gonna go out with style.
Okay, look, the fact that me and you just did this, that was fucked up. So, Danny, continue.
so that happened, and the wife was absolutely like devastated. Like, how could
Is she
you?
dead?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's still alive.
would
But how could you just?
That's a bit of an overreaction on the guy's part. Like, oh, you can't touch ass anymore. Well, guess like it's time to go.
Maybe that's the one thing keeping him going. You
Maybe
never
he
know.
had maybe he had a lot of issues. Maybe he was dealing with some sort of depression and not having his wife around and not having anyone around him. Like, he's alone unless he's with his wife or at the nursing home.
Yeah, he was probably embarrassed to get caught.
Yeah, and he might have some like issues up there. And plus he's old, and old people are irrational and they make dumb decisions because their brains are all messed up.
An old person, being an old or a really old human being is like being a really young, like it's like a toddler again.
A lot of the old people there are like children.
With some of the brain functions, but other than that, they're normally adults.
And it's a really sad thing. And my mom's like, I'm happy that I don't have to deal with anything like that. But there's another, these aren't really like paranormal stories that I'm gonna get into.
Like,
because I have a lot of stories about the old people there. And because I just did something really sad, I'm gonna do something uplifting my mother did. One time when she was, she cleaned the second floor, which is assisted living, as I said earlier. And so she was going to clean, I believe it was Harry Perry, my mom's favorite person.
It's funny how his last name is Perry like mine.
So
I promise you no relation.
So what if you're secretly related?
Well, I mean, it's I mean, the only person in my family is my mom's father's father, and I don't. His name isn't Harry, and he's in some home, but not near here. So.
He, while she was cleaning, he started having, like, I think it was a stroke. Oof. And they had people rush in, but they had to take him to the hospital, so they had to wait for the ambulance to get there. And so my mom, instead of going and doing her cleaning like any of the other housekeepers would have done, she sat there with him, like, holding his hand, telling him that he's going to be all right the whole time while he's breaking down and freaking out and crying. And, like, almost dying. And she even walks with him as they're bringing him to the ambulance. She goes and sees him in the hospital. Like, she's just there because he doesn't have a lot of family that go and visit him. So she's there the whole time. And then she has to, like, leave because she has to get my little brother and me, and she has to bring my little brother to therapy. Felt calling my brother out right there. So,
not mental issues, just sadness.
Yeah.
Depression.
But basically, and then after that, when she goes in a few days later and he's back, he gives her like $50, and my mom just looks at him like, I can't take your money. Like, she's like, he's like, but you're the only, he's like, thank you. Like, I need to give you something. She's like, no, you don't. She's like, I don't need anything for that. She's like, the only thing I'm really happy about is that you're okay. And it was very sweet, and it made me, like, cry when my mom was telling me it, because I'm like, that's so happy.
Yeah.
Lesson is, cherish your family. See them. Don't let them just die in their homes.
Yeah.
And have to have people who work there care about them more than you do. They're your family. Love them. Life is a gift.
PSA for the month.
The month.
Yeah,
that's the only educational thing in this podcast.
I'm just saying because I had someone, my great aunt, in the home, and she ended up passing, and I wish that I saw her more before she did. And it sucks when you know that you passed up on an opportunity to see someone before they left.
Mm-hmm.
So, do it.
Pat.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Do we have anything else?
I have probably, let me think. I know something happened the other day.
I mean, like, the only thing, like, creepy that's been happening at me and Haley's house is, like, the kitchen is fucking haunted.
I know, your kitchen's weird.
It is! Like, literally when you're standing at the, like, facing the fridge and away from the back door in the, hall down to our dad's room, you literally feel like there's someone behind you, and it's, like,
That's what my
Thanks.
bathroom feels like. Like,
Thanks, Felicia.
I think
like
there's something.
But there's no one's died in our house though.
that
that
you
we
know
know of.
of.
You know, I'm gonna talk about.
my hopes and dreams died there.
I'm gonna talk about a
Mine
problem.
too.
I'm gonna talk about a problem in my home
A
Whoa.
problem.
and with me.
Is this getting like deep
No, it's not
political?
gonna, it's no,
Sentimental.
no. I'm talking.
We
I'm
should
se-
have a politics episode.
Oh my
'cause
god, no! I'm
political.
talking about ghosts, guys, or something.
Uh-oh.
So demons.
Yeah, this is-
not
this
the,
is-
Not
not,
so politics.
not the demons of
The political
government.
world,
yeah.
the lizard people in the government.
For fuck's sake.
Zuckerberg.
Okay.
We're talking about scary shit, not physical.
I don't know. He's kind of scary looking.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, World War III is pretty scary.
I mean, you,
So bombing Syria.
No, no, stop it. Stop
So,
it, stop
Russia.
It. No, stop. Guys,
So Putin.
you guys,
So the 2016 election.
you guys are gonna get me heated. Stop.
Okay.
So,
continue.
so basically,
Donald Trump.
oh my god.
So your move, libtards.
So
Mike Pence.
I'm gonna punch you all if you don't.
No
Michelle
gods are
Obama.
I like Michelle Obama.
Okay, Danny.
Wait,
Your
tell your
house.
story.
What's
Yeah.
the issue?
So
Where's my?
we've been having a problem with bugs,
I swear to
but it
fucking
seems
God.
I'm the only person that notices the
I don't-
overwhelming
Well, because
amount
you
of
kill them
bugs.
and discard their remains.
Well, no,
Really?
like
I
I'm the
wanna
only
sleep
person.
over there.
Nobody ever notices. No, it's not in my room. Don't
Maybe
worry.
there's a rotting corpse under the house.
Well, no, nobody ever seems to notice.
You
Like
smell that. trust
nobody
me.
ever notices the scratching from under our house. Nobody ever notices the random creaking around the house.
Well, creaking is because you live
The
in a
house
small
I know.
town.
settling.
Yeah.
Nobody
cold.
Oh,
notices the bugs or the spiders
Stop.
or anything.
Are there spiders in this room?
There's no spiders in this room. That
Is
I
there
know of.
That's a
anything-
lie.
That's it that I know of. But
He moves away from bed.
but the thing is, nobody seems to notice these things unless I point it
I
out.
swear to God, if a spider crawls on
Because-
me in my sleep tonight, I'm going to.
It's not
murder
gonna
you.
happen.
You know you actually eat bugs when you're sleeping.
That's kind of a lie.
Yeah, you really.
You
don't.
might in your
You know,
lifetime
can I just
once.
please
Yeah.
talk?
Scientifically proven that there's always a spider on your body at all times.
I'm gonna punch
Stop
you. I
talking.
hate that.
And through science, it's generally the ugly kind.
Fuck you.
It's a reference.
So, I know it's broken. My bathroom seems to be where a lot of it happens because everyone in my family,
Pokes her arm.
everyone in my family never complains.
You got that.
I know. Everyone in my family never complains that they see a fly or an ant or a
Ants.
spider in the bathroom when they're showering. But it seems every time I shower, no matter what season it is, there is some sort of bug.
Have you seen that episode in Supernatural, the bugs episode?
Yes, I have. That's
Yeah.
like the second episode,
I
isn't
never
it?
watched Supernatural.
It's
Moving
the
on.
6th.
Oh,
Season 1.
sorry. I only watched up to like season.
Yeah, it's
2.
not. It's you're not missing.
Okay,
much.
okay.
But so
only
I
watched
have this theory
20
about.
seasons.
I have a theory about the bathroom because, as I said in my last thing,
Are we
that's
delving into conspiracy theories?
no.
Conspiracy theories about Danny's bathroom. Yep.
So that's where
So many.
the thing that I kept seeing. That's where the thing that I kept seeing manifested
God.
itself, where I could actually look at it well.
I have to pee now.
So I think there's something wrong with our bathroom, some sort of energy in our bathroom
Someone
Yeah.
probably died.
That
in
Probably
causes-
taking too many angry shits in there.
Drop.
that causes bugs, and no matter what I'm doing in there, I always feel like there's someone staring
I
at
hate
me.
your
Sorry, I'll
bathroom in
take the
middle of
camera
night.
out of your
I hate
bathroom.
it.
Cooper!
I'll take the camera out.
No matter what I'm doing in the bathroom, I could just walk in there to go pet my
What
cat.
the fuck?
Zelda's back there.
Okay, that just scared the shit.
Yeah,
out
it
of
just
me.
flopped
That just
backwards.
moved, and I was like, "What?" the
Either way,
fuck?
Yeah, if anyone wanted to know, the blind in front of
Yeah,
the window moved.
moved,
it's
and
been
it scared the shit out of me.
Dang.
Yeah, I, you know what would be weird if someone just was back
They're
there in the
freaking
middle
out
of the
about a
night
cat moving.
Like, you know how someone was like at your window or whatever?
You told that story, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hi, baby.
She's gotten so fat.
I've got my cat in my arms. Also, Zelda, she loves the bathroom. She loves the bathroom.
She eats up the negative
Because
energy.
cats are demons.
Right.
She
Hold it.
creepily loves the bathroom. Yeah, you can hold her. She's like, oh god. So, I think my bathroom's haunted.
I think it is too.
Just my bathroom. We heard scratching underneath our sink in the kitchen. Like, really hard scratching, like really bad, like against the tile. Not against, like, the wood frame, against the tile.
On the
Tile
floor.
what?
On the floor of my kitchen.
Well, looks like I'm not sleeping over tonight.
Looks like you are.
You know, if we get mad, we'll all get mad together.
Oh, I'll die together. That means you have to spend the night too.
No, I'm going somewhere in like half an hour.
I know. That's why we gotta.
Wrap it up.
No, we're only at 26 minutes. You gotta.
Oh, we are?
We can talk about creepy things that we know. Y'all heard
my
about
reflection.
y'all heard about that guy that murdered his wife?
Yeah, in the news. Recently,
Yeah, that guy that killed his wife.
No.
I'm just putting a cat.
She seems happy.
Okay, so like literally at night, when I go in either your bathroom or me and Haley's bathroom at home, it's no.
I have to have my
can't.
phone with me.
I can't deal with bathrooms at night.
I hate
Because it's like,
bathrooms.
or when I go in the shower, I'll wait, like, even though I listen to music in the shower, like, I'll hear someone, like, mumble something when I'm in the shower, and I'll be like, what the
I
heck is
always
that?
hear someone's.
Dude,
I think I'm hearing someone call my name, like, while I'm in the shower. Like, if I'm listening.
I almost started crying in the shower this morning because I was so scared.
It never
I was
happens.
so freaked out.
It never happens if I'm just silently in the shower, because I always just talk to myself. But if I have music playing, I'll hear someone go, Danny! And then, like, when I get out of the shower, I'll be like, did any of you call my name? And they'll be like, no, why would we
No,
call your name?
do you want to know what happened when I was in the shower? You know how in our bathroom we have that panel on the wall open?
Yeah.
Literally, I heard little kid laughter, like, stereotypical freaky-ass kid laughter coming from in there, and I was like, you know, I don't want to deal with any demon kids today, but I need to bathe.
You know how in
Like-
space no one can hear you scream? Oh, Zelda, you put your butt against the microphone. You know how in space no one can hear you scream? That's my bathroom. Nobody can hear you scream. Nobody can hear you say anything in the bathroom.
When the shower's going. or
I
when
mean,
the door's
unless you're
closed?
in here, though.
Unless you're in here, but like if you're in there,
And
like if
people
the
are down
if the
at the-
door's closed, even if I like I'll have the shower running, but sometimes if I really need something, I'll get out of the shower and like cover myself and I'll like go against the door. Like not even no, I was trying to change to Bella's water and I had the door shut cuz Zelda was outside and my snake hates Zelda and Zelda hates the snake and vice versa. And I was against the door and I was screaming for someone to take care of the cat. Like, Mom, Noah, could you get the cat? But a lot louder than that, like actually yelling it. Nobody heard a thing. Nobody heard a single thing. And everyone, like, my mom was in her bedroom, which is right across the hall from the bathroom. Noah was in his bedroom, which is adjacent to the bedroom. Not the bedroom, bathroom. Zelda meowed. Let her go. But whenever you're in the bathroom, nobody
But you can hear
you
But you
scream.
can hear what's happening.
You can hear
outside
what's
of it, though.
happening, like, but whenever I'm in there specifically, I guess, because I can hear my little brother, I can hear my mom, nobody can hear me.
Maybe they just choose to ignore you.
And they're just deaf.
But nobody can hear me if I scream from the bathroom. Like, there was one time I fell, like, getting out, and my, like, leg landed against the thing, and I was in kind of, like, a split position, and I literally screamed in pain, and I was on the floor, like, writhing in pain loudly for, like, a solid 10 minutes, and nobody heard a single thing. I get out of the bathroom, and I'm like, did none of you hear that? And everyone's like, what are you talking about, Danny? And I'm like, what do you mean, what am I talking about? I just hurt myself.
Well, don't be stupid. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
You know when you like fall in the shower and like your back like gets like skinned up by the faucet?
I hate
Oh.
that.
I never fall in my shower. I passed out once actually, but the curtain caught me and then it went, and then the rod lit on my face and woke me up after I took a round. That was great.
I almost.
No, like I can't shower at night. I can't.
I have something to talk about. Oh my god.
Please, if
You doing that just freaked me
like
the
getting
fuck out.
wide-eyed and like I'm
No.
gonna murder you.
No, in
like,
what are you doing?
Click.
Okay. In 7th grade, I was in this thing called honors choir.
Oh wow. We talk about. I've heard this so many
Oh
damn
yeah,
You have
times.
heard this so many
about
times,
Oh
but,
my
you know-
God.
Oh, the passing out thing.
Yeah, I was in honors choir and we were singing some.
Did you not tell it last time?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But if I did, everyone can correct me.
Everyone can skip to the end of the video.
Tell me
Just
about-
give it a like. Just watch it anyway.
Just don't
So-
like it. Just give.
So, you mind to stop talking?
Just tickle your pickle.
Continue.
Don't tell them to do that to our podcast. So, we were singing some song about God or something, some very religious song about how
Didn't we
Like-
sing it last year?
we sang it in 8th grade. I don't remember what the song was though. But we were singing it, and I blacked out. And according to the girl that was next to me, no, it was according to Mary actually, that I was convulsing
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
the ground.
Didn't she say that on the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
'cause-
nose was bleeding and you were convulsing on the ground.
Yeah, but I also fell from a third riser to the floor. But
On
the
your
thing is,
face.
I fell from the third, like the way the risers are, it's like that.
Yeah.
I fell onto the second riser and rolled
Mhm.
to the floor.
So like.
So I fell face first onto like the second riser
Oh
and kind of
no.
like unnaturally rolled to the floor. And apparently I was convulsing. Convulsing.
You're saying vice versa. It's vice versa, and then you're saying convulsing.
Convulsing, sorry. And the chick next to me that I had to stand next to during the concert, which
Demonic mutterings.
since I thank God didn't pass out at the concert, I literally had to hold myself on the risers at one point because I felt wicked lightheaded. But the girl next to me, every time I got near her, she'd hold her cross, and she's like, you kept mumbling things, and you were like,
Well, like.
blood. She was like, your nose was bleeding and you were mumbling, and she's like grabbing her cross necklace, like looking at me like she's about to pull out some holy water and be like, "Gone,
Like
Satan!"
go on full exorcism scene from The Exorcist.
No.
Like
"Gone, Satan!"
like
we-
full
are
on
we-
levitating.
Are we
projectile
talking
vomiting.
about vomiting?
Head spinning.
Head
The
spin-
power
the-
of Christ compels you.
Yeah, because it calls you to suck a dick.
Hey, let's not be hostile here. This is
Your
a
mom
safe
sucks
one.
cocks in hell. Grabs my throat. Like, God damn, I'm sick of
Yeah,
this
but she does it. She's still alive and she does it now.
Okay.
Ha, but
You don't need to diss your mother.
I mean,
Rain, go away. Come back.
did you
Come
know?
back
Did you guys know
another
that there's been several cases of people being murdered while someone was singing that song?
No.
Ring, go away.
You're gonna get
There
us all
was someone
killed.
back in the 90s who, while loudly chanting that song in the middle of the street, stabbed 3 people, and then repeatedly stabbed their dead bodies until cops arrived and shot them.
Jesus!
Why
Imagine
did
if
this
someone
happen?
like tried to stick you up like.
With a little crocodile toy. That's from Dora the Explorer, by the way.
Deported.
Oh
Like,
God.
Give me your
Aren't
money.
jokes funny?
You know what else is funny?
My face.
My
Yeah.
life.
Thanks.
No, but like,
Ugh, I'm sick.
and like when I have already told this, but like I'll hear breathing, people calling my name and shit when I'm in the bathroom, and then like people just talking and okay, this happened recently. Okay, so I was in the shower, okay, or like I was getting out of the shower and getting changed and shit, and
He's rubbing
can
me.
you not?
I'm sorry. He's trying to have sex with me.
What?
Gasp.
Windy boy.
Monday is a holy day. Do not do that today.
It's Sunday. That's the holy day.
Monday is a holy day because of our podcast.
No, it's a holy day. Sunday's
Monday,
day God took a
Monday,
break,
go
so it's a
away.
lazy fucking
Please
day.
come back another day.
Can I say my story?
Yeah.
So I was getting out of the shower and changing. This was maybe a month ago or 2 months ago. It was It was after we filmed the last episode. So like I can usually when I'm in the bathroom, guys. Usually when I'm in the bathroom, I can hear when me and like dad gets home because he'll like walk.
Oh, you told me this.
Like stomps.
Yeah,
his
yeah.
feet or
I've
whatever.
heard your dad a lot.
Like and
Bam!
he'll walk into the kitchen, like slam his cooler down onto the table, and then he'll like rummage through the kitchen or whatever, finding something to make for dinner or whatever. And I was changing, and I was like, oh, why does he have to be home so early? Because it was only like 3:30.
And
Why does my dad have to come home?
God! No, and I was getting ready, and I was like, you know what, whatever. I don't have my homework done, so he's gonna be pissed. And so then when I was done changing, I fucking left the bathroom, and I was about to say, hi, Dad. No one was there. Nope. Cooler wasn't there. His car wasn't in the driveway. He wasn't there. And I asked Haley, is Dad home? And she was like, no. And I was like, yay. Demons.
So